past. Though missed the time, it went by fast. Things that haven't made no sense. Strange things and weird events. Second guess it and give it a stir. It will bring you back to her. You will make it by living your life. Some things no asking twice. My mind wanders hard on my past. So many things I just can't grasp. I feel lost, can't find my way. Looking back, I just got to say, Mr. Gumbo cooking up in my head. It's got me thinking, jumping out of my bed. Ingredients in the back of my mind, mixing up from the front to behind. I'm in the shadows, I'm trying to see the Mr. Gumbo, it's surrounding me. I'm in a place that's the oldest time. Mr. Gumbo, it's an ancient rhyme. I'm living in a mystic gumbo. I can't deny the way I go. It's got me thinking about a mystic gumbo. I'm caught up in the ebb and flow. Stirring up some mystic gumbo. The pot's boiling, mystic gumbo.
In the mood for a little mystic gumbo, baby. That's what we are. We're all part of that gumbo, baby. We're all in the stew pot. That's right. Oh, callaloo, baby. Anyway, it's Thursday. Hey, that's a good thing about it. Shit, we're almost through this week. Anyway, Dwayne Dwizzle was the first one to jump in, followed by Susan Greenland and Debbie Capran. Bunny Griffin, thank you for being here. New to this. Okay, we're going to keep going on that. And Jamie B. And Helen Hernandez. John Mittler's here. Brenda Blue Eyes. Brenda's Blue Eyes. Yeah, Brenda. Yes, Blue Eyes. I'm getting lost. Gordon Marble's here. Stephanie 007. Vernon Sloan. Irene Lambert. Thank you, baby, for everything you do. She shares our shit all the time. Martina is here. Oh, see, some of y'all do this to me. KY Pam is here. I'm going to go with Pam. And Pepper Roberts, Scott Bryan. Boy, howdy shit. I love this family. I'm telling you, man. Let me jump on down here. Lynn Wood, Demetrius Cephas, man, 420 man from the West. I love that guy. Ultrafly is back. Anyway, well, it's Thursday. Like I said, that's the best thing I can say about it. Shit, we made it through. Did y'all see yesterday? Boy, howdy shit. I hope you had an opportunity to see the clown show, the drama that played out yesterday in the Judiciary Committee when Pam Bondi made her appearance, I don't know what the hell that was, appearance before the Judiciary Committee, and it was a farce. It was disgusting. She has no business being in that position. She spent all her time just about, either denigrating prior presidents or, and more than likely than not, to praise the glorious leader, Donald Trump, so much, grandest thing, everything, ever since sliced bread, best president we ever had, most transparent president, everything, loaded on his ass every time she got a chance to speak. Democrats on the other side, oh boy, howdy shit, they had a field day with her. And, yeah, I'm sorry, I got caught up in the chat there. Yes, she's a traitor. My book, her and Pam Bondi and who's the other one, Jim? All of them. My mind goes out sometimes. It'll come to me in 5 seconds. What can you say about them? That they're qualified for Christine Ohm is qualified, or hell, doesn't even have to be just the ladies. It's Kash Patel. Are you shitting me? He's just trying to put a headline out every chance he gets. Just try to jump the gun on anything that comes about. We have a crapshoot for the government right now, and I'm hoping that the Republican Party wakes up. I'm hoping they do. Yes, it was all theater. Every bit of it was theater. She came prepped with pictures and all that shit. She wasn't interested in anything Congress had to say. She came there with one intent, and that was to praise the glorious leader. And it is. It's disgusting. And our country needs to move on from this shit. But we can't do that until we take care of glorious leader, which is what we're going to do in the midterms. And I'm hoping that if the midterms go right, we take the House, we impeach his ass, and the Republicans gain enough balls in the Senate to convict his ass and get him out before he totally destroys this nation. That's assuming we have midterm elections. We are having them, right, Miss Chick?
I'm going to say we're having them. Whether or not everybody's going to be able to vote is another question.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah,
how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Are you?
You know, John,
what?
I did go in and start to look at what I wanted to watch in D.C. today. I did happen to watch Alyssa Slotkin and Mark Kelly address the, I don't know what the term is, but it was dismissed, I guess.
Yes, they refused it.
Well, what happens with a grand jury is there's like 19 people, I think, that come in, your peers or whatever. There's just random citizens come in and listen to just a prosecutor. There's no defense. There's nothing like that. It's just a prosecutor sets out some things and they have to prove there's enough evidence there to have a trial. And they overwhelmingly said, nope.
Nope.
You got nothing.
Here.
Nope.
You got shit. Get the hell out of my court. Yeah. So there's
And then I thought, I'll go in and listen to some other stuff. I did about 5 minutes of Pam Bondi.
Oh, and lucky you.
It triggered a memory, John. My grandfather was from Ireland, and he used to tell us stories, or me stories. And one of the stories was about a banshee.
A what?
And a banshee is a banshee. A banshee is a supernatural kind of
I got you.
Kind of
make
creature.
Sure I was hearing it right.
Right. And they usually take the form of a woman, and they just screech. They'd screech. And that's what I heard. That's what I saw was banshee. As soon as she opened her mouth, that's all.
Yep. I understand now. Yeah. Fully get it. Because it was.
Yeah.
Her arrogance, just, that in itself, the way she sat there with a smug smile on her face half the time. She never did. Never once turned around and looked at the survivors, the victims. Never once.
No. Mm-hmm.
Ignored them totally.
Can't
just
do
as the
that.
DOJ is doing.
Well, and I did see a quick little segment of, and I don't remember who the senator was or representative, whichever. They were looking at some of the ICE stuff, right? And of course, they had the video of Alex Treddy and the horrific thing that happened to him.
Right.
And they're showing it, and they're stopping it. It's like slow motion. They'd stop it and they'd ask this guy a question. I don't know if it was Homan or if it was some other agency person, but we're watching it right there on the screen, and he's like, "Oh well, I don't know. I can't comment on that." You can't comment on what you just saw. Everybody else seems to comment on it. It's just Jesus. They called him a terrorist within minutes. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, did you see the video? I don't know if I think it was released today. I think it was anyway. Of the body cam footage of the young lady that was shot in Chicago, shot 5 times. She survived.
That one I did not see. No.
Oh Lordy, have mercy! Y'all need to watch that.
I heard about it. I didn't.
Yes, y'all need to check that out and compare what you see in those videos to what the officers put in their report and everything. Just and I'll tell you, it starts out with the fact that the officers, the ICE officers, say that she rammed their vehicle, right?
Okay.
That's the first part, right there, which sets up the shooting. which happens within seconds of the impact of this collision.
Mm-hmm.
And it clearly shows that the ICE officer behind the wheel says, we're going to have contact with them. They've got us boxed in. Okay. The next shot, the next thing you see is that officer driving sharply, and I don't mean just a little bit, sharply cut his wheel to the left, and you hear the impact. She didn't run into them. He ran into her on purpose. And by the way, the external security camera that catches this partly shows that. So the whole narrative that the officers tried to sell, that she rammed the car and tried to kill him and all this bullshit, was just that bullshit, and it was premeditated. Premeditated. Before the impact, the officers are in the freaking car talking about this shit. Talking about it. They're not boxed in. The video plainly shows there's nobody in front of him when this happens. And he shoots her five times. Immediately upon the crash, he opens the door. The next thing you hear is 5 pops. And then the video shows her driving away at an angle not consistent with anything but get me the fuck out of here.
Right.
It is. I watched that video today. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting because in what I saw are these officers plotting to interact with her, and then he gets out and shoots her. After the guy tells him, I'm going to have contact with him here.
Acting like stunt drivers trying to force a situation. Ouch. Stop biting me, kitty.
In the narrative that she put it, y'all check that out because that's important. It shows they're lying their ass off.
Was that in Washington State?
That was in Chicago. That was in
Chicago. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. ICE agents in Chicago shoot woman 5 times. I can't remember her name right now. Forgive me for that.
Well, that's where they killed that other man too.
She survived. 5 bullet holes.
Yeah, she did. There was another man that got killed in Chicago. You're going to get off my lap if you keep biting me, mister. You go.
What was that second noise I heard?
That was me going, ah.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
He's in biting mode right now. Keeps attacking me.
Hey, let me thank Demetrius Cephas, who came in with a $5 donation and said, Pam Bondi is a traitor to women. Demetrius, she is a traitor. Not just to women. Not just to women.
Yeah, baby. Not just to women. And before we go too much farther, John, I just wanna send out my sympathy and
where'd Joe?
My heartfelt grief, I guess. I'm mourning with them. There was a shooting in Canada.
Yes.
And
yes.
It's just horrific. It's just horrific. It always is. It's a school shooting, which is not usual for Canada. And this was a particularly fairly remote city. I mean, I think I don't know. It's a small
no place is immune from
situation.
It. But in certain places, it's extremely uncommon. Here in the United States, that'd be old news by noon.
Yeah. So there was, I think, 9 people all told died, and quite a few, and they were children.
His mother, I think, and his stepbrother.
His mother and the stepbrother first. Yeah. And it sounds like it was another stepbrother that might have run to a neighbor's and made a phone call. But when they took off to the school and killed a teacher and a few students. Like, oh, geez. But, yeah, Canada.
It is really sad. Like I said, it's sad anywhere that happens.
It is.
But here in America, in the United States, we'd say, oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. And then wait for the next one.
Yeah.
There'll be news come out of that in the way that it's handled up there. You know,
it's being handled well. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just in the moments afterwards, the prime minister came out.
Some nations have, you know, they respond to incidents
Julie
like that.
Snow
Like
wants
New
to know
Zealand
where
or
in
Australia.
Canada she hadn't heard it. So Julie, it's in well, I think British Columbia would be
I believe it is.
the territory area, and then it was in a town called. Did I see it just a second ago? Tumbler Ridge.
Tumbler Ridge, that's right. Yeah, I remember now.
Tumbler Ridge is the name of the town. Yeah.
It's a sad story. But one that we've seen, you know. Unfortunately, we live in a dangerous world.
We do. I mean, they have restrictions on certain types of guns there, but
it makes it more difficult, I think, when it's a school, and especially when the shooter is young. You know, it's like your whole life. You had your whole life in front of you. Everybody did. All of them did. And it's just such a waste. It's such a
It is. I just want Canada to know we're with you. We hear you.
Yeah.
We're crying
most
with
of
you.
us, almost all of us. Trump's just starting to cut off the bridge. You know, Canada just built the bridge.
You know,
they paid for it.
They
paid for the whole thing.
I mean,
they paid for the whole bridge.
Canada had already
get a new bridge.
Canada had already paid for that bridge. It was figured out during his first term. And now he wants what? He wants to have what do you call it when you charge somebody to go across your property?
Yeah,
a toll.
A
toll.
toll.
I don't know.
Yeah, sees it a way of making money, like
I mean,
the
a lot
other
of
bridge.
The bridges are toll bridges because they pay for the bridges that way.
Canada's not an asshole. They're not going to do that.
No, well, they. Just really dipshit. I'm sorry.
Elfanie, don't worry about it, baby.
I don't have enough words.
Don't worry about it.
I just don't have enough words for it anymore.
Because well, we have words, but most of them are cuss words. You know,
they are.
And
I use them
there's
all
only so
day,
much of that you can just sit there and repeat over and over. You know, it's just before you just want to pull your hair
sound
out.
like a babbling fool. F this and F that and F you and F everybody that looks like you.
Yeah. The horse
Yes, Lordy.
Except I like horses. So.
Oh, well, bicycle then. I don't know.
Well.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
What? I don't know. I didn't get a chance to look super hard
Homeland
at
Security's fixing to shut down, I guess.
No, they're not.
They don't think so? They're not going to all go home?
No.
Hello?
No.
Ain't going to get paid?
They're going to pack up and partially move somewhere else. They're not even leaving Minnesota yet. Are you kidding me?
Well, there you go. Jan Morgan just came in with a $10 donation testing whether the super chat seems to see if it's working. Yes, dear Jan, it did, and it worked well. Thank you very much. I appreciate that tremendously. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, because I see it down here, and I don't recall seeing this name before. And I think that might be a thing on my memory. But we'll
see if they'll come up.
Yeah, we'll see if he comes up. In the meantime, Elfanie came in with a $10 donation and said, "Love and light to you and yours." Apparently, it was censoring what I said. LOL. So here's my super chat, and I'll copy what it was tried to say in regular chat. Just put code words. I'm pretty good at deciphering those things. Anyways, Elfanie, thank you very much for that. And the Driftless Iowan.
How's it going?
Going pretty good. How about you?
I'm well. I finally figured out Discord and I can chat with y'all. Thanks for putting this community together. I've been casually listening to you for about a year now. So I
appreciate that. You figured it out by yourself, or? I only asked that because I have to have kids.
I'm not a gamer. I found that you had to have like the live thread and sign in, and it was easier to do it on my phone than my laptop, you know. And
when
I'm a Gen Xer, I'm not a boomer, but I have no excuse, you know.
When I first started this, you know, we had the communication, the verbal communication thing, and he said, "Well, we'll use Discord," and my first words out of my mouth was, well, "What is Discord?" And it ended up that's what the kids have been using for years on gaming when they're gaming live with each other, and they talk to each other. Yeah, so that's where I learned it. So yeah.
Well, I ended up having it. Yeah.
Outstanding. Go ahead.
Oh, I had it set up on my phone from my son from years ago, from him showing me a video game, and I didn't know it, and it loaded me right up. So then I figured out how to get in, But anyway, man, I watched that entire Bondi testimony yesterday, and it was
torturous, wasn't it?
Oh God, it was like a bad car wreck, and then the Republicans trying to placate everything over and give her time to speak, and it was just a circus, and I don't know what to think, man.
It went.
I don't know what to think.
It went back. And
her responses were just meme-worthy. You know what I mean? She was just like she was just creating her own memes.
Yes, intentionally. Yeah, her main objective was to I guess, be sarcastic with every damn answer. But every answer, you know, when they tried to peg her down on something, she just went into Trump as the glorious leader shit. You know.
Oh yeah, that was the worst. That was just that's the right word.
And they touched on so much. You know, and she is sitting there like just arrogance. That's the first thing that.
Well, that entire Department of Justice is out of whack from every department in it, and it's scary. It's scary to think about that.
It is. Like, it's actually a threat to our society, to our government, to have these type of people.
It is, and what can happen with, you know, foreign actors or homeland actors, and they're all distracted trying to, you know, arrest liberals and throw away brown people.
Back
and
in my head too. Yes, the international implications. You know, our own national security. I don't trust Trump as far as I can spit. I just naturally assume that everything that we have, Putin already has now.
Yeah, and I think maybe you mentioned that the other night, or maybe it was another show I was listening to about the ascension of the drum for the Trump family through like Canada and up in Alaska, I guess, and then making their way to New York, and they've always been kind of like shysters along the way, you know.
Seems that's the family gig, being a shyster.
Yeah, and with this Epstein thing, and one of the questions I'd wanted to ask you was, who is behind Epstein? I mean, there has to be.
Oh Lord.
You know, and that's scary too.
When you try to unpack the whole thing of what we're looking at, a lot. You know, right now as it stands, that Jeffrey Epstein ran an organization that supplied young girls, young kids, to perverts around the world. And it became, you know, it's, I don't know, you want to call it a secret club or whatever the fuck it is. But the emails that we're seeing,
emails is like they were just right out open about it.
Yes,
like
that's what's so amazing about it. They're actually talking shit in the emails. Like, nobody will ever see this. Shit. Are you shitting me? What decade are you living in? Because they can see everything nowadays.
Yeah, and Trump's narcissism and the denial of it is just. And I finally figured it out. You know, Republicans can accept Trump and get along with it because they don't pay attention to any of this stuff. They don't watch his speeches like we do. No, they don't pay attention to any of it.
They're not into it. They're into him. It's, you know, like I always put it, because it's the people I'm around is their reasoning is I'm voting for Trump. Fuck you. How you like that? That, you know, and it's you know, you can't do anything about stupid. You know.
Yep. Owning the liberals. Well, I have a little story for you, and I want to share it and want to thank you. But about 2 weeks ago, I called my son up and I said, hey, buddy, you got time to talk? And he's like, Dad, I really can't. I'm with some friends, and my phone's about to die. And well, a couple days later, I call him up. I go, what were you doing the other night? He goes, well, I didn't really want to tell you then, but our school had a walkout protest, and instead of doing the walkout protest, my two friends and we decided to drive up to Minneapolis and actually protest all day. And I was a proud but pissed off father. But anyway,
I can understand the pissed off part, but proud, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. Well, anyway, thanks. I'll let somebody else on.
Oh, you can hang around if you want.
Oh, I'll hang around. I'll be quiet though. Go ahead and talk. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm a former state legislator from Iowa, so.
Is that right?
Let me know if you. Yep, I am.
Oh, excellent.
Go ahead.
Thanks for dropping in on us.
Yeah, three terms from 2005 to 2010. So then the whole red wave came in and wiped us out. So.
Well, howdy. Well, we're looking for that blue wave to come back.
Yeah, let's hope. A lot of good candidates out here.
I am seeing it too. I really am. I'm not only seeing it, I'm feeling it. That,
a lot of young, intelligent, different looking people, different genders, different sexualities that are on the ballot, and this is how we got to do it.
Yeah, it kind of what you might say is a reflection of America.
Yeah, that's what we need.
There you go. All right, let me see here. I'm going to bring Sammy up here because he ain't been up here in a while, but as I do, I'm going to thank Gregory Brown, who came in with a $20 donation and said, how fucking long is this shit going to be allowed to continue? Oh, Lord, there's the eternal question, Gregory, because it seems like forever it's going to go on. But, again, we can't stress it enough. It's all about the midterms, baby. We take the House, we have a possibility of impeaching, we can impeach his ass. And with the temperature of the nation and his, I don't care what poll you're looking at, his ratings are in the shitter. Even conservatives are turning their back on his ass because they can see a crashing ship when they spot one. He's a sinking ship. You go down with him, he's a pedophile. And we have an opportunity. Slim one, as my dreams may approve, is that we could convict his ass in the Senate and get him out. But I don't know, baby. It's, we're talking about a lot of power, a lot of money, and he ain't going easy. So, Sammy, how you doing, brother?
Give him a second.
Okay.
You're
not lighting up. Yeah. Sammy, you with us?
Got your ears in there, Sammy?
Not happening. Not happening. All right. Well, while we give Sammy a little time to maybe try to work out his issue, we always know this guy. He's got something to say. Ultrafly, and he's just recently did. You're muted. Ultrafly. How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you, John?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm up.
You're up?
Yep, I'm up.
Where? Remind me where you are. Remind me where you are.
Utah.
In Utah. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm up, but I'm happy to be with friends. Hey, everybody. Hi, chat. How are you, Mrs. Chick?
I'm good.
Good to hear. Can I just bring up the Pam Bondi thing? There's a funny joke circulating, if nobody's heard it.
Oh, you got a joke? Go ahead.
Yeah. So you have a man and a wife, husband and a wife.
Right.
The husband comes home real late one night. He comes to the door. His wife is at the door, and she asks him, "You were out late. What were you doing?" He just looks at her and says, "The Dow Jones was at 50,000 today."
The Dow Jones?
Yep. That's
Not
the
Jones.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dow Jones.
Yeah, the Dow Jones. Yeah. Even Pam Bondi brought that up. Spouting that from the witness there the in front of Congress when
Yep.
she's talking about Daddy Trump. The stock market's over 50,000. Blah blah blah. Who the fuck gives a shit? That's who she's talking to. No, his people, his supporters, those that got the big money, baby. Yeah, they were making good money that day. And
Well,
that's
I
who
mean,
she
just
was.
imagine that being your answer when you're the Attorney General to the United
Yeah.
States.
Yep.
You have survivors of Epstein victims that are just behind you, all standing, all saying that you're not willing to meet with any of them, and
She
your
doesn't even
answer
turn
is the
around.
Dow Jones up. Was that
Yeah.
50,000 or the
Yeah.
market, whatever?
That's her focus. She didn't give a
Yeah.
shit about the people standing behind her.
Look at the shiny, sparkly thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of screeching banshee that's standing in front of you.
That and every chance
Definitely
she
a
got,
banshee.
she was throwing rocks at Joe Biden at every corner she could get to. Or bringing up something way in the past. Well, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? What the fuck? We're talking about now. We're talking about all the shit that's in the news right now. But
Yep.
all we got from her is just I
Well,
don't know.
and as was just mentioned by Ultrafly, I'm concerned about the SAVE Act right now too,
Yeah.
or whatever they've had different tweaks on it, but this one is it's pretty much a poll tax on women this time.
Yeah.
So
You're
a
gonna
poll
have to do
tax,
something.
was a fee that you had to pay before you could vote. That's
Yeah.
very old, and we thought we had gotten rid of that. It was a Jim Crow South kind of thing to suppress black voters
It's
and
come
poor
back
white
in
voters
disguise.
because they couldn't pay the poll. Well, we
How
got
many
through
people
that
do you
But
think that
now-
would disenfranchise? Jesus.
a lot. I can tell you that in just a minute. But this is, you cannot condition the right to vote on someone's ability to pay money, and that's kind of what it's doing, but not directly, not indirectly. Under the SAVE Act, House version, you may need a passport, which is maybe $130+, or a birth certificate copy, which is between $15 and $30, depending on the state, and if you can get one, possibly marriage certificate copies, and those fees will vary. Transportation to obtain the documents, time off work to secure the records. If voting now requires spending money to obtain documents, then you have effectively created a financial barrier to voting. Not officially labeled a tax, but financially conditioning access. Constitutional shorthand, you can't make people pay to vote. Equally as important is that this law would disproportionately impact married women, which is about 69 million of us out there.
That's an impact.
We don't have our maiden names anymore.
Because it's not just the financial, it's the hassle of having to jump through all those hoops to prove who you are when we don't have a problem with voting. We have an imaginary bullshit story that Donald Trump came up with and is still trying to push. Fulton County as an example. We're not done with this shit. And that's why we have the SAVE Act and shit that everybody's screaming about. We don't have a problem with elections. Illegal immigrants are not barreling to the polls to go vote. It's all predicated on hate. And
first it was anybody that looked like they were an immigrant. Check them, see if they're registered, see if they're illegal. They're not in here legally. Okay, so there's a bunch of voters gone. Even though a lot of them were here legally.
It's going to be a lot. They're going to want to.
Now it's women in general, and we know that women are a very big, strong demographic when it comes to voting.
Yes, they are.
And they want to wipe that out because men can do all that voting.
Because
their wives don't need to vote.
Democratic.
They don't. Yeah. If you're married, you don't need to have to vote. My God. You've got somebody that will do that for you.
Little lady. Don't worry about yourself with such things. Let the men handle that. Yeah.
So now there's that. So yeah, check your area, see what's going on, figure out whether you're getting overly suppressed or not. Make sure you're registered, double check 3-8 times. Just keep going back every week checking. Am I still registered? They're trying to do it before midterms.
Boy, howdy shit. Well, I got a thing here, but we'll just jump right to it because, hey, Antifa Bob.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
What's up, Bob?
The fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck
Are you
up,
lost?
bitch.
Discarded by your party? Disappointed by your leader?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
It's just bad. It's sad. But shut the fuck up. Anyway, I want to thank Blue Dot Reader for coming in with $2 just to play that for him and pointing out Antifa Bob. And, oh wait, I just had a thought. KY Moo came in with a $2 donation and said, then JD Vance can't vote. Fuck Donald J Trump, and fuck the GOP. It's right there. I speak code. I know what the language is. I know how to do that. Anyway, where were we?
I got a little.
What?
If Mrs. Chick is done.
Yep, go ahead.
A little bit of local news. So it turns out, since we all know maggots ain't smart, and neither the ones that are in office over here either, but what they seem to have done is a thing called Gerrymandering, where they try to gerrymander a map, but it ends up working against them. So they might be giving, or it's looking likely that they'll be giving the Democrats a House and the Senate. So smooth.
I'm looking forward. I have great anticipation for this November, for the midterms. I think it's looking like, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but it's damn well looking like another blue wave is going to rise up. A more substantial one, I fear, than the first. Big one. Because they're going to wash their ass out. He's not doing well, and everything you see in the damn news every damn day is negative. While he's still sitting out there trying to pump the pom-poms about how great we're all doing. No, we're not. No, we're not. Anyway, let me see here. Sammy, did you make it in?
I think I did. My headphones are all screwed up.
There you go, brother.
Anyway, well, it's good to be back for a change. Like I said, I quit drinking about 6 months ago, and I hadn't felt like talking, watching democracy fail in front of me without a beer in my hand. So
yeah, it's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, I know, right?
Going through withdrawal and watching this shit. Yeah.
I know. Things are looking good now. And
good.
After
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that.
But anyway, what a shit show yesterday was. I just can't believe that those Republicans just sit there and do nothing. Absolutely nothing. And they're all running for the hills as we speak. I mean,
every one of the Republicans set her up for some glorious comment about Trump. Tell me how gloriously.
Right. They keep talking about these crime numbers. It's like most of those numbers were down before he ever went in with anybody. I mean, D.C. was down 25% before he showed up. It's down 25% after. It's just to listen to that shit nonstop. Just after a while, it really does wear on you. You can only hope that you wake up on November 2nd or something.
It's exhausting.
That sneeze out. Yes, it was. Because the whole damn thing was a shit show. Hey, like I said, she was arrogant from the get-go. She was just arrogant for even being there. You could tell with her facial expression, her body language. This was a waste of time to her. You're peons. Leave me alone. And that's the way she treated them.
Well, yeah, tell Jamie Raskin he's not a lawyer. It's like, all right, lady, you better do your homework.
Yeah, I might not be a lawyer, but I can spot a crook when I see one. Yeah.
You just have to also, if there's any maggots out there listening, there is a Republican, Mr. Massey.
There's always
who was grilling her And not only that, but catching her red-handed in her lies about redacting certain people that shouldn't have been redacted.
And,
Uh,
and every time she was confronted with that, she damn sure sidestepped it. You know.
and that's a Republican doing that.
Mm.
Listen up, maggots.
Well, you know, it's the whole damn department. Department of Justice is now it's a retaliation department for Trump's enemies. That's all it is. He's going after, and you know, whatever the hell anybody that says anything bad, you know, Mark Kelly's thing that, you know, just got tossed out by the grand jury. That didn't stop him from trying. And I doubt if they're, you know, what's his name? Who's Department of Defense? Who's the jackass?
Hegseth.
Hegseth. Yeah. Courts are throwing his shit because he's trying to retaliate against Mark Kelly with his rank and his pay. And the courts aren't going to have that either. So.
Well, he said he's not done trying either.
No, he's not done because that's the kind of asshole he is. You know, they don't. It's like they don't understand what they're fighting against. You know, I agree. Who's that? Elfany. Mark Kelly is my senator. He's amazing, a true hero, baby. I'm right there with you. I hope he runs for office. Runs for president. I do. I could get behind him real easy. Really.
Mark Kelly's a hero of mine.
Oh man,
he's great.
Yeah.
He was a former astronaut. You bet.
Yeah. He checks all the boxes, baby. All of them. And he's not afraid to stand up and say something. And that's why the right in the Trump administration and PEDSEF got their panties in a wad, was because Mark Kelly had the courage to stand up in front of everybody and the rest of them, the other ones that spoke up, to state an obvious thing that at a time when it's needed, that you do not have to obey unlawful orders. Anybody that took the oath knows that.
He's Captain America, and all of Trump's people are a bunch of Batman goons.
Yeah. And there's Mark Kelly standing up, and I can't remember the other people's name right off the hat because my head just a sieve nowadays.
Elise
yeah.
Stefanik, you want to? I'm not sure.
No, what's the squad?
Yeah, I think she's the other veteran that Hegseth is trying to.
Crow.
You know, when you're standing up against freedom of speech, because nothing in that commercial that they showed was a lie, it was an untruth, was nothing. It just reiterated the fact that at an appropriate time. That's what pisses them off, because we're watching what's happening and I got to say myself, these boat strikes, that's bullshit. I think it's just outright fucking bullshit. You don't know who the fuck you're blowing up, and you don't care. You don't care who the fuck you're blowing up. There's a boat going fast, blow it out of the fucking water. When did we become that shit? We got eyes on them. We could have bought a fucking boat down there and check them out. You got drugs in there? Well, fuck yeah. You know,
we're the bad guys now.
Yes,
we gotta own it.
Yes,
you know,
that's what sucks. Is
We're
we
the
look like
baddies.
the assholes. We don't give a shit about justice. We'll just blow your shit up. What the fuck?
Well,
remember how we used to look at the Soviet Union in the 80s and 90s, 70s, you know, 60s. That's how people look at us now, you know.
That we're a threat to the world order. Boy, howdy.
We find
Hey,
ourselves
Bear.
siding with Putin.
I just seen my old mailman sitting there.
Oh, you're watching Facebook.
Hey, let me thank NYX, who came in with a $5 donation and said, I never stopped believing in what we were trying to be. But my God, I don't think there's enough left in me. NYX, baby, I know it's tough, baby, but you got to hang in there because it's, you know, I kind of had a related conversation with my son earlier. I'm fucking old. I'm not gonna see the sea rise, but I'm worried about global warming because of the future. There's a lot of shit that we've lived through, and we have a memory. I have a memory, and I just feel like we can't give up on the fight that we started when I was a teenager. During the 60s, man. When all of this, everything that we call have now narrowed down to DEI, is what we fought for. And now, in the twilight years of your life, if you were writing a song, you're watching those ideals being attacked. So the fight isn't over. And it won't be. It'll last long after I'm gone, long after you're gone. And that's the way it has been throughout our history. That's what got us to where we are now, is that those that came before us did the same thing. They didn't give up. They kept fighting year after year, year after year, decade after decade, because the fight really never does end, because we don't live in a perfect world. Right now, they're kicking over garbage cans. Hell, we're even going after the EPA now to do away with air regulations. So there goes the air pollution. You know, what the fuck? Some
Well, we've
things
got
are
the
long
champion
term.
of coal now.
Yeah, hell yeah, coal, hell yeah, drill, baby, drill, you know. That's what it is with this guy. Whatever makes money. You know, the only hope that I have really when I leave my house is that first thing I notice when I get to the end of my road down here is that big windmill farm over there. And then when I drive into Corpus on the way in, I look to my one side of the road, there's Refinery Road, baby. There's refinery after refinery after refinery after refinery on that ship channel. And that's nothing but big oil tanks and all sorts of shit. You look on the other side, there's a great big solar farm there. It used to not be there, but it is now. Little by little, baby. But that we're not, you know, we're not ever going to do away with oil. We're always going to have to drill for oil because oil produces a lot of products, byproducts that we use in a lot of other shit, not just in our cars. We need to get away from burning it, but the petroleum products that we get out of it, everything from lubricants to eye makeup, comes from that. We have to find better ways, but if we could just get off the burning shit part of it, you know, we do the world a whole lot better off. And that's what windmills and solar panels mean to me, that a long-range goal, that one day, it'll be a better world. And that's why we fight, baby.
Yeah,
That's why we're here. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll burn every drop of that shit before we ever let it go.
Oh, yeah. There's money to be made, baby. Big money. And it is.
Yeah.
Price of gas right now is up, though. Up. You know, I know it is because it's what is it now down here? 270 something a gallon. The other day it was down 235. It's been fluctuating a lot. Now I know for a lot of y'all that's pretty cheap, but like I said, the refinery's right across the fucking street. It's like there's a billion-gallon tank full of gasoline right next to the gas station. They don't have to take it far. So anyway, I digress. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? A huge thank you to NYX who just came in, Jesus, buddy, with $100 donation. If that's a mistake, don't feel bad about backing that thing out. Came in with a $100 donation and said, I always knew that from young that I would be here for this. I thought I would be in better shape, but my Lord, what would you have me do now? I can barely stand. This system cannot stand. We are brilliant. Find other ways. Be stewards as we were commanded. Indeed. Indeed. Hang in there, brother. Shit, you ain't done yet. You know, you're on here. You're on Discord here. You're on the computer. There's lots of things you can do. I remind everybody that, you know, do whatever you can. You can write letters from that computer. You can contact people. You can be involved in different things that are going on. You can use your voice, and that right there is probably the most important thing. The most valuable thing that we have is our own voice. And when voices come together, that's when change happens. $4 minimum in California. I don't know what, yeah. I recently made a trip out to California. Are you shitting me? I couldn't believe the price of gas out there. But yeah. It's a long road, baby. But if you look at our history, it's, you know, we're coming up on 250. You know, my son made a comment to me that most dynasties fail in that time. You know, the life of a
country.
But, yeah, life of a country. But I don't know. I have faith. I have faith in this country. I have faith in the citizens of this country that do the right thing. When they're told the truth, isn't that what they say? When given the truth, that we can be counted on. That's what Abraham Lincoln said. That they could count on the American people to do the right thing if they were given the truth. And beer. That's what he said. Go check it out. It's a direct quote. Not the first part, but the last part, hell yes. But he did. He spoke about you know, it's up to us, baby. As long as we have the truth, then this country could be counted on to do the right thing. The real question is, are you getting the truth? And nowadays, that's a little more harder to, you know, grasp. But not in this case. And right now, it's like shit, night and day, hot and cold. You know, this guy's a crook. It's obvious to everybody. And now it appears that he's a pedophile crook. So, you know, just saying. How many times is he mentioned in there, they said? They said 1 million times.
Yeah, at least.
1 million times. You tell me you got nothing to do with it? Give me a break. Come on. You know.
Wow. No, he's got everything to do with it. I mean, it's like that gal told Pam Bondi. She's like, well, what, now you want to talk about me? And she said, well, that's what we're here for. It's all about you, sweetheart. And she didn't answer a goddamn thing. And Trump's not going to answer a goddamn thing. I mean.
Don't expect anything out of this administration. Anything.
Nothing.
You know, from the FBI to the DOJ to national intelligence. Don't expect anything except their main goal, all of them, is the glorious leader. It's about Donald Trump. It's not about this country. It's not about anything except Donald Trump. We don't need that. You know?
Well, now they're finding out how much money's actually went through Russia, you know? I mean, especially Ghislaine Maxwell in the end. I guess they were dumped. He had huge amounts of money going through Russia. The Deutsche Bank and all that.
Yeah.
And they're gonna all those guys.
Yeah. Oh, you know, this thing goes all over the world. That's what's one thing about this. You know, the Epstein case is you know, while our government is doing everything they can to hide that shit, other countries aren't so forgiving. They have investigations too, and they're going to hold their people that seems like more accountable than we are over here. You know, we need to get our shit together. I think most of us know who we're talking about on this Epstein list, the type of people they are, who they are. And it doesn't look good,
I'm waiting for these other governments to start demanding the Epstein files be sent to them, you know, see what they do then.
Well, they're not going to
Another thing to point out that's happening when it comes to that Epstein list is it's found out that because you have to make an individual identity just to log into that system to get the Epstein list, right?
Right, and they're tracking it.
But they are tracking those people. So they're
tracking
finding
congressmen
out where you are.
Yeah, and senators that are going in there to view the documents, unredacted documents. The DOJ is you know, how do you say it? Copying or whatever, every stroke of the key, every mouse move, what they're looking at, how much they looked at, everything. So you know, even in a secure location like that, and they're spying on congressmen or taking notes on what the congressman's looking at. What the fuck difference does it make to you? Make the goddamn documents available and don't worry about it. But no, that tells you what kind of fucking people we're dealing with. We're dealing with people that are just, their main concern is not this nation's security or the health of the nation or the crime rate or anything. Every department has one objective. Praise the glorious leader and do whatever the fuck it is that you can help do to... My dogs are barking. I'm wondering why.
Isn't that obstruction of Congress?
Hello, Joe. Yes,
Hello.
It's supposed to be. How you doing, brother?
Oh, back and forth.
From
Doctor to...
I was fixing to say, how's the health thing doing?
Well, I'm getting a little better. I can take 2 steps before I fall.
Oh, shit. Well, that's progress. And
Well,
in your ass with every step. That's damn, Joe.
Well, you know, the thing is, I bounce back up. That's the good thing. I still bounce back up.
Damn straight. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, there's so much obstruction there and so much corruption. It's giving me constipation.
I'm telling you. Well, either that or it'll give you the runs. You shit so much. Are you shitting me? Shit. There's a lot of shit going on, Joe. There's a lot of shit going on.
I tell you what, you know,
right.
and I can't even run anymore. I mean, at first I could think, well, if ICE is coming to my door, I'll run out the back. But
well,
I
you know,
can't run.
it's like with everything else. You say you can't run, but it all depends on motivation.
Well, you know, you're right about that. You're right about that because I have no trouble getting up from the sofa and heading toward the kitchen.
Well, there you go. See, it's all in motivation, Joe.
It's all motivation.
That's it. That's it.
Put a cookie in front of you and you'll go anywhere. Huh?
There you
yes,
go.
Especially if it's a chocolate chip cookie.
There you go.
Hey, let me call out NYX, who came in with another $10 donation. NYX, thank you very much. You've been very generous this evening. I appreciate it tremendously, buddy.
John?
Yes, dear.
It's Nick's.
Nick's?
Nick's.
Well,
just Nick.
I knew that. I was just...
Okay.
I swear, sometimes the brain does not work. Y'all try to do this shit. You look at shit.
We'll
you
keep
go,
reminding you until you get it.
Well, that's what it does. Spell Nick's. Nick's came in with so far $115 that came in, and with $10 right now, and said, "I don't care if you actually did it, if you protected it, you are complicit. Share the spoils and share the crimes. We are in an evil nation. Do not take their ways to your ways." Lord have mercy. Yeah. We can't turn this loose. I can't. It's this Epstein thing.
Well, it's the whole kit and caboodle.
Well, it's been going on for decades. And why now? He was in jail before. He had been convicted before this shit. But he went back to doing it. But now, you know, you can back the bus up all you want. But what we're talking about is now. Now we're faced with information that we know there are files, documents, tons of them, that have the information about people who participated in this. And if we're as a society that we say we are, I mean, my God, where is there a bigger case for us to stand up and do the right fucking thing and hold these people accountable? And don't let money and power be the deciding factor on who gets justice. Who gets the justice for them women that were standing up in the Congress today? Where's the justice for them? While they sit there and watch a government that's doing everything they can to hide the shit.
What was the name of that guy that Democrat that voted for funding ICE?
Oh, there was. I don't know who it was, but there was one Democrat.
I think he's from San Antonio. It just slipped my mind.
I did see that.
He's a Mexican American, and he's supporting ICE. And that's another thing, you know. I happened to find some information about my brother, who at one time stated he was Republican. Now he's independent.
Oh dear, say the pendulum swings, Joe.
You know, he jumped
Like
off the
rats from a
boat.
sinking ship, buddy.
Oh yeah, you know, jumped off the boat and right into the shit house.
I think we're going to see that a lot, Joe. I'm hoping.
I hope so.
Well,
so. I mean,
it's reflecting in all the polls. I don't care what where you go look at it at. What poll you're looking at? Every one of them shows his ass down in the polls, on every demographic, on every subject.
And in my book, once you got up on that Trump train, I don't care if you jump off. I won't forgive you, because you've made a lot of people suffer. Everybody who voted Republican has made innocent people not only die, but suffer. You know, so there's no forgiveness.
We're still seeing it happen today.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate if you change your vote and you help get this piece of turd out of there.
Yeah,
but that's as far as it goes. I mean, you're no longer.
He's lost a lot of the Hispanic vote. He thought he had that wrapped up.
Well, Hispanics and Puerto Ricans, and you know, and I hear a lot of people say, "Well, Puerto Rico ain't part of the United States."
Go to a geography class. Go back to history class.
The thing is, you know, a lot of people went to class.
Puerto Rico should be the 51st state.
Yeah,
it should have been on the list forever.
Well, and the thing is, you know, it's my understanding that if you're a native from Puerto Rico,
you're an American.
You can't vote. You cannot. Oh. Well, yes, but you cannot vote for president.
No,
yet you can go. You can go to war.
Yeah, you can do that. You die for your country.
You can go to war. You can die for.
You can have your little election over there and vote in your because they are represented but not on not when it comes to
not
the
in the national square.
Well, they have representatives. They're just not allowed to vote.
Yeah,
so
and that's ridiculous.
Power away.
That's completely ridiculous. You know, I mean, and I believe anybody.
Well, you know what it is, Joe, as is demonstrated recently at the Super Bowl. You know what it is. They speak Spanish, Joe.
Oh.
They don't speak American.
Well,
you know,
I've had that conversation.
That's what it is.
I've had that conversation when I'm in a store and talking to my wife in her native language.
Oh man,
I heard one lady say, "You ought to speak American." I said, "Well, I can speak American. I can speak Spanish. I can speak Hungarian." And my wife stopped me from showing her I can do sign language.
There you go. I wish I had those talents. I wish I understood Spanish. I know very little. I know some.
There's no such thing as a language called American.
No, there's not.
Absolutely.
It's not a thing. You can speak English, and guess what that is? Where did that come from?
Dare you say it? Dare you say it? It
gives
came
it away
from America.
In the word.
It came from America, didn't it?
No,
didn't it?
England.
Huh?
England.
Dare you say? Dare you say? English coming. I thought surely it's American.
And I believe we have people in the family. I believe we have people in the family from England, and they will tell you that's not proper English.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, what we speak is not proper English. We have American lingo, whatever it is. What is? And Nix, boy, howdy shit. Nix came in with another $10 donation and said, maybe my military is showing. And sorry. I try for tolerance and understanding. I strive for common ground, but I will not abide this. Brother?
There's only so much we can take.
I know exactly where you're coming from, brother.
The dude will not abide. No.
I tell you, and you know,
I get it.
I got me a T-shirt, John. I got me a T-shirt from Adam.
Oh, did you? From
yes,
Adam?
I did.
Outstanding.
Yes. I got me a T-shirt. Let's see, the Foxtrot Delta Tango.
Oh,
I love it.
Foxtrot Delta Tango. Seems to be some kind of code language.
It's a code language, and you got to know. You got to know how to read.
You got to know a little Morse code. Yeah, I mean not Morse code.
It's a
Military speak.
Yeah.
Flight
There's a word
speak.
for it. There's a word
There's
for
a
it.
Yeah, there's a word for it. I don't know what it is.
But still, I mean, I proudly wear it around town. I know no one knows how to read it.
Oh, I have several. I have several. The best one I like to wear is from the Minocqua Brewing Company that Dr. Todd sends me beer from, and they are very prominent. A blue company from word go in a very red area, so good on them. And yeah, it's FDT, Foxtrot Delta Tango, and
I have a little story from your favorite beer company, John.
do you? Pray tell.
I do.
Let's hear it.
And they posted this themselves 3 days ago. After making international news by offering free beer the day he dies, we've gotten thousands of new followers from around the world. Many of you don't know our full story and have seen more pictures of voodoo dolls than beer in our socials in the last few days. So here's a little history. Before COVID, we were a simple little brew pub in a beautiful little tourist town in northern Wisconsin. The town was overwhelmingly Republican, but it didn't matter to us much back then. We were busy making beer, cooking good pub grub, and booking bluegrass music on our cool stage. When COVID hit, we became maniacs at keeping our customers safe and refused to serve anyone indoors because our beautiful historic Mason Temple had zero ventilation. When Trump made COVID political, the town turned on us. Because we cared about safety, we went from the most popular place in town to the local pariah. Luckily, Minocqua is not a town that depends on locals. We depend entirely on tourists, and the tourists from Madison, Milwaukee, Chicago, and the Twin Cities loved us for being the safest restaurant to go to on their vacation in 2020. After a summer of getting nothing but hate by cheap locals who would have preferred we poured Bud Light instead of craft beer anyways, we had zero fucks left to give and decided to lean into the truth and tell it how it was. Thinking that COVID was going to bankrupt us anyways, we hung a huge Biden sign on our building, which drove the locals insane. Armagh County said they'd fine us unless we took our Biden sign down. We told them to take a flying leap and asked our customers to buy T-shirts so we could pay the fine for leaving our sign up. We sold $100,000 worth of T-shirts in 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah. When Biden won, we sold Biden beer, and that made national headlines. People came from all over to buy Biden beer at that point, and we knew there was no turning back. Our brand now meant being unapologetically progressive in the middle of bumfuck MAGA Egypt. We also leaned into politics and created a super PAC to take down MAGA in Wisconsin, and we've been instrumental in keeping Wisconsin blue over the past 5 years. Our mega town and county declared war on us and tried to run us out of town for 5 years by creating zoning violations out of thin air. We won last fall and are bigger than ever. Our politics have also made us a pariah among the beer distribution industry, where like 5 families own all the alcohol distribution in Wisconsin, which isn't much different than in Illinois and Minnesota either. But these families own the Tavern League, which is Wisconsin's most powerful mega lobbying group. You might be able to guess why we can't get distribution in Wisconsin, even though our social media presence is the largest among all Wisconsin craft breweries. But that hasn't stopped us. We figured out how to sell our beer online to 44 states, and progressives from around the country are willing to pay stupidly high shipping costs to get our beer nationally. We apologize for those stupidly high shipping costs. We wish we could change that, but we can't. Guess where we can't ship beer online to customers? Wisconsin. Yep. The Tavern League boxed us out of our own state, but we do self-distribute to about 70 retail locations throughout the state of Wisconsin, 30 stores in the Twin Cities and Duluth, and about 80 stores in the Chicagoland area. Our beer is great. We figured out a way to get it out to a lot of people, and we think the 3-tier beer distribution system is an absolute racket set up to protect a few rich beer distribution families. That being said, our ragtag group of beer Sherpas around the Midwest have formed great relationships with a lot of mom and pop liquor stores, and we wouldn't change a thing about how we've chosen to run our business. We don't cut corners. We don't bend to corrupt politicians or lobbying groups. We don't kiss anyone's ass. And we sell fabulous beer to progressive customers that we deem fit to drink it. That being said, please go to our website and order our beer online. And if you live in Wisconsin, Illinois, or Minnesota, please check out our map of retail partners. And then they did a little picture thing of one of the guys who was delivering beer because they have their own truck.
I am telling you, Dr. Todd has been sending me this beer for several years now. And I can't tell you how good that beer is. I really can't. Now, there are some that I have taken a sip at that go, whoo, boy, howdy shit, that'll kick your ass. A very stout beer. But they have a whole variety of beers. Every one of them has dark Brandon. I have a dark Brandon beer with Joe Biden with glowy eyes and it is.
Yeah, normally we wouldn't do any promoting of products or anything, but in this instance, yeah.
Yeah, they are a fantastic company, and just like that story just relayed to you, they've gone through some shit for having the views that they do, but they've stuck to their guns. They've thrown a big flying figure to their community that tried to shut them down, and now they have grown. So yeah. And again, like I'm saying, it's great beer, and go look at their products too, their merch. Have some interesting shit in there. So, and it's all.
I'll try and get a thing.
It's all aimed at a big fuck you to what this country is having to go through. All right, let me catch up real quick because Maria Betancourt came in with a $5 donation. Said Puerto Ricans that are in the United States, not on the island, can vote for president or any other office. Indeed, they just can't do it in Puerto Rico, and that's a problem. Mm-hmm. Yellyman came in with 50 Norwegian krones and said, after first denying to have interacted with Epstein, Secretary Lutnick had to admit that he brought his own children to the Epstein Island. Mm-hmm. Great father. Ain't he? He ought to have his ass out of office right now. They should have already kicked his ass out, but they're not going to do that because they don't give a shit if he lied or not. And then Maria Betancourt came back with another $5 and said, I wasn't asking a question. I was stating a fact. Voice text message messed up. Oh, now you got me confused, Maria. She was stating a fact. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. That they can vote in the United States, but not on the island. They can't vote. Well, because they wouldn't be a resident of Puerto Rico. If they're in the United States, if they're state-bound, then they're a resident of whatever state they're in. So that, because they're still American citizens,
but not in their own island.
Not in their own.
That's weird. That is weird.
Ain't it? It sucks.
Bravo Chick. Bravo Chick mentioned in the chat. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, John.
Yeah, let me catch this last one because John Cass came in with a $20 donation and said, I nominate Pam Bondi as a candidate for our specialist song. Let's hear it. Okay, this one does. It goes out to Pam Bondi because it's what she should have done yesterday.
I just need you to
shut the fuck up, you
nobody asked you, bitch.
Piece of crap.
I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
How appropriate.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Wouldn't you have loved to
What an idea.
to hear some congressman right there in the thing and just look at her and then hit a button and start hearing that?
Absolutely. That's exactly what I was thinking. Send that song to some congressman who will do that.
Yeah, set that on the floor for you when she starts talking. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Jesus, are you shitting us? It was. Yesterday was just a disgusting display of what the Trump administration is, because that's what it is. She doesn't give a shit about what she was there to talk about. She was there to praise the glorious leader and piss on all the other shit. That's the attitude she gave. And Miss Chick just put the website in there for the Minocqua Marketplace. You can go right there to that link and check them out. Check out their beer and their products. You can't go wrong with that. You just can't. And because every beer has a story. Every beer has.
Actually, I think the Marketplace is the not beer.
That's not. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be.
Although I think you can find the beer through there.
I think there'll be a link there. Yeah, because there's laws that regulate beer, alcohol.
Well, I think there's categories. I think you'll find it there somewhere.
Yeah. Mine comes in a nondescript
the right place, anyways.
Well, just get me a truck and get me a Trans Am, and we'll have a cannonball.
Yeah, there you go. Eastbound and down, buddy.
I'm down.
Smoking the Bandit.
Anyway, boy, howdy shit. I have a good question. Why my dogs keep barking? Let me see.
I did see something yesterday about Lutnick that in where they're building that bridge between Detroit and Canada. There's another bridge just a couple miles away. That a corporation.
It's right there.
There's a corporation that owns it. And Lutnick talked to that CEO, and an hour later is when Trump announced that he was shutting it down.
I seen that. The owner of the bridge, that this bridge would actually, I guess it would be like a competition because they're right close to each other. So they're servicing the same area. And one of them is charging a toll, and this one wouldn't. So the owner of that bridge, contacted Trump. And right after he did is when Trump came out with the statement of, well, we're going to shut down that bridge. There's a fine example of what we have as a president.
Oh, yeah. How about what happened in El Paso? Have you all spoken on that little subject?
Oh, the laser? We have not.
Well,
we have not brought up the laser.
They were talking about there were drones coming from Mexico hauling drugs, and I think what it turned out to be was a loose balloon, party balloon or something like that. Am I correct on that?
It was balloons. It was like party balloons, but it was the Army demonstrating their ability to shoot down that with lasers. So I don't know if they intentionally set the balloons up as targets for the lasers and did not inform the FAA that, hey, we're going to be shooting lasers up here in the sky. Y'all might want to pay attention to that. And instead, they just did it. And by nature, had the FAA had to shut down the airspace around El Paso because they don't know where the fuck these lasers are coming from.
So they screwed up everybody.
That don't shine a laser, even the ones you get at home, at an airplane. You blind the pilot.
Yeah, but did they really screw up, or did they do it on purpose just so everybody knows what they got?
On purpose. I think it was a training exercise. They set the balloons up as targets.
Oh, I don't mean that part. I mean the whole kerfuffle.
Yeah, because they shut down the airspace for 10 fucking days.
Yeah.
Well, they were going to. Yeah. It was only shut down for what? Half hour, an hour?
Yeah, done about an hour, I think, something like that.
But it's just another distraction. It's another thing out there. Because apparently there's been drones coming around the border, ours and theirs, theirs being cartel looking for stuff. But why were they doing it around the airport? Why were they?
Anything to mess up, because El Paso isn't that considered a sanctuary city?
I would hope so.
I mean, so many Mexicans cross over the border every day.
Every day.
Legally to work. So that wouldn't be a good place for ICE to be picking up people out of their jobs when they have permits to go and come. And I know my certain people that live in New Mexico, certain town there is Sanctuary City. So I have never seen a nice raid in that certain town.
Have you seen one here, Joe?
Here, personally,
Yeah.
I saw
I
something
haven't.
that I thought was, but I'm not sure, you know.
Texas isn't getting the attention that
No, but
Minnesota's getting.
I've seen 2 or 3 black Suburbans cruising around. I haven't seen anybody with masks,
Yeah,
but
I haven't seen
I
anything.
have, and they're
Yeah.
following each other. You know, those Suburbans are following each other, so that makes me think that it's not a
Maybe
funeral
so.
procession,
No, no. Well, you
but
think they'd get pulled over for all that heavily tinted window shit.
I know,
Yeah, that
right?
ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh
Boy,
no!
howdy
In
shit.
fact, I don't know what's going on in my hometown, but I've seen golf carts cruising around town. I don't understand that. It's just they're not legal, but the cops don't
Boy,
stop them.
howdy. Mm-mm-mm.
Not
So,
golf carts. Oh my goodness.
well, it's a golf
I
cart,
like this guy.
but has lights and everything, but no license plates. But it's kind of like what is it, Port Aransas, John? There's
It's like
a
what?
lot of those, like in Port Aransas, there are a lot of those little carts
Mm-hmm.
cruising around.
Oh Lord, ain't more carts than there are cars.
Yeah,
Golf carts. Yep. Everybody's
yeah,
got one souped up, fixed up, ragged up, whatever.
lifted and
It's
everything.
beach community, baby. That's what that is over there. What do you need a
Yep.
car for? You can get anywhere around there on a golf cart. So, and it runs on the beach. So, hey,
Yep.
Nix came in with another donation, another $5. Nix, thank you very much, and said, "This has gone way past stupid. When does Congress appear to be powerless and pointless? When appear not to be powerless and pointless?" That's exactly where we're at. Nix and I, man, I'm jiving with a lot of what you're saying. Way past stupid.
Yeah.
What other time in our history would our Congress put up with the bullshit that this president is doing? That he's getting away with everything.
Well,
We always make jokes that, well, probably because Donnie's got dirt on every one of them. Jeez, it's
that's
got that's
absolutely.
got,
I
huh?
think it's likely.
Is it
Well, it
related?
is. It's probable. I'm sure he has every kind of dirt he could get on him, try to sway
Yeah.
whatever, because it's what he does. He tries to twist arms. He
Could
doesn't
it
try to
be?
convince you that his way is the best way. He just comes in with trying to muscle you into it and threaten you if you. As a matter of fact, the ones that just voted to with the Democrats, with the 6 Republicans, he's already threatening them
Oh yeah.
to primary them, and that's
I think
his power. That's his bullshit.
I think Trump has information on them. Maybe they're in the Epstein files.
Maybe so.
You know,
Maybe so.
Would
Maybe
say
it's,
it's
I know what you
inconceivable.
did. I seen the report here. You want me to turn you loose out there or what?
Mhm.
I don't
well,
know what
like
it is.
he
But
didn't have to
it,
see the report. I seen you at the island.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
seen
the only thing is his primary poison there isn't working too well lately.
his
No, it's not.
People
his
are voting
primary.
blue.
Yes, boy, howdy. I think I'm looking forward to this November. I am.
Oh
This
yeah,
is it's going to be nasty. It's going to be a hell of a fight.
it's
We're
November
going to
It
see.
December.
is.
I
Hmm.
think we're going to see shit that we've never seen before. Like, I don't know, ICE at polling places or whatever it is. Uh, he's going to try to disrupt as much as he can,
Well, I've
and he's
covered my
going to try to
bases.
purge the voter rolls. So check your voter
Yeah.
registration.
Oh
Make
yeah,
sure
I
you're good to
checked it
go.
regularly. Check it
Yeah.
regularly, and I myself covered my bases. Not only do I have a driver's license with the star, I also have a passport, and
I don't even have a passport.
I
Well,
don't have any.
I travel out of the country, so
Traveled all over the world. I didn't need a passport to do it though.
no.
No.
But you know, as the situation, and now that Maria's going to retire, we're going to do a lot more of that.
Right. Cover your bases, buddy.
That's
worry
right.
about
I'm
that.
covering.
I worry about
Covering
that. I do.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Out of all the
You
people
know,
that I personally know, I just feel like she's in more jeopardy than anybody we know.
oh yeah. You know, and it like I said, I'm so dang bullheaded and dedicated. I will
What's your
defend.
wife? I guess
Yes,
so.
I will defend her and anybody that I relate to. You know,
Yeah.
because
When we stand up for each other, that's when we're the most powerful.
That's
That's
when
when we
why
stand
United.
together. Yes, when we stand united,
Yeah.
we are the power in this nation.
absolutely.
So be
But
ready.
that's the way life is right now, and I've only have one life to give, and I'll give it.
Boy, howdy shit. We better get out of here before Nix goes broke. Nix just came in with another $10 and said, I was told as a child that you only serve truth when it isn't in your best interest. I so don't belong here. Brother, you do.
Anybody who
Yep.
stands for justice belongs.
And we're happy to have you,
Yeah.
Nix.
Yes. Glad to have you hear your voice in here, brother. Jump in the chat. Jump in on the show. I'd love to have you. Let me thank RoboCat, who came in with a $3 donation. And I'm glad I looked over there because it didn't pop up because she did make a comment. But RoboCat, thank you very much. Appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that supports this show, but I appreciate this family more for being concerned, being involved, being in the discussion, having plans, all of that shit. Boy, howdy shit. Yeah, I'm lost in a lot of thoughts right now.
Well, there's only one thought that I have every morning,
I know where you're coming
and I'm going to express my thought. Is he dead yet?
Is he? Is he? I don't know. I check every damn morning. Get up, have my coffee, get my situation there in my chair, look at my iPad, turn it on, and the first thing I do is go to the internet there, and usually it's on MSNBC or MS Now, and because if it's going to be a headline. If it happens while I'm asleep, it'll already be news. And every day I go, well, shit.
You know, where are you going to be?
Another day.
The day that happens, Sean, or he is impeached, where are we going to be?
I would prefer to see him impeached and convicted in the Senate and disgraced. I would prefer to see his ass in jail.
Yep.
I would prefer to see him financially ruined and his family too, who have scumbag money off this nation in every freaking way, from Trump water to what we got now. We're just selling national secrets.
And his so-called name pulled off of every building, every piece of legislation,
and
everything.
Burn order, baby. Yeah.
But always remember, the 25th Amendment, in terms of treason, we can get rid of the whole administration.
Well,
it's a pack of thieves. It's a pack of rats is what we have as administration.
They're all treasonous.
Yes,
but John,
they're all loyal not to this Constitution, not to this country. They're all loyal to Donald Trump, and that's what.
Not to us.
Fucking boy, howdy shit.
But we're gonna have to find. If that happens, we're going to have a place to go and gather and dine with the finest.
Hey,
because I'm gonna be cooking,
and I'm gonna be eating. We need to do something, Joe. We need to put something together. This family needs to make a meeting, a family get together. Yeah, we need to do that.
Well, I was at the lake yesterday.
Yeah.
I was looking out at the vast expanse of nothing because there's
Of
hardly any
nothing. I was
water in
fixing to
there.
say the lake level is way down, baby. Way down.
There was a guy fishing out
Damn,
there,
we
and
got to
he
get out of
pulled.
here.
We're leaving.
Well, we're going to have to. I'm afraid we're going to make Nick's go broke. Because
Did he
Nick's
come
just
back
came in
again?
with another $50 donation. Nick's, boy, how do you really... Old joke.
W, Nix.
Old joke. Guy comes into a newsstand every day, buys nothing. The shoekeeper, after a year, asks what he's looking for. And the guy says, an obituary. Keeper says, obituaries are on page 8. Guy says, this one will be front page. There you go, baby. Well, you don't have to look at the obituary. That's why I say all you got to do is turn on the news. Just the first headline. If anything happened, boom, it's going to be there. It's going to be world news. And and you'll be wondering what all that, it's like the earth will be shaking. There'll be people out in the street dancing. Because that's what I plan on doing.
It's gonna be bigger than Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance.
Yeah, it'll be bigger than Bad Bunny. Boy, they're pissed off about that. Oh, the right's just pissed off about that.
Oh, Lord.
Clutching their pearls. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm loving every second of it.
Clutching the pearls, clutching their
Rock.
nuts, clutching everything.
Kid Rock lip syncing his shit.
Good
Are
God.
you shitting me? Anyway, we're going to make it a night tonight. I appreciate it tremendously. Everybody coming in. We got to get out of here because we're going to break Nick's. Anyway, Sammy.
Hey, John, everybody. Peace and love to all the blue dots out there. Keep your head up. Keep informed. You know,
You bet.
we're
Stay
going to
in
win this
fight,
shit in
baby.
the end. It's a matter of sticking around
We're on
long
the
enough
roll.
to do it. Yeah. So anyway, peace and love, everybody.
All right, Sammy, take care of yourself. And
Absolutely.
Ultrafly,
Yes, sir.
thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it.
Always happy to be here. If I can, just real quick. Thanks,
Yeah.
Bravo Chick. I agree with her statement. She said in chant, it's time to give Puerto Ricans statehood. I 100% agree with that.
100%. 51st state, let's go. They've
I
waited
second the
long
motion.
enough.
Always.
They've waited long enough.
And thank you, Colboy. I'm a fan. Benny, what's up? And thank you very much, Mrs. Chick and John.
Oh, you bet, brother. Make sure you come back. Take care of yourself.
Yes, sir.
And I want to thank, I can't remember what his name was. What's
The one that didn't ding,
yeah.
it was RoboCat, came in with $3.
Oh. I think
That's
I got,
what you
did I
want.
get that one?
I don't know. It wasn't,
think I
it
got
didn't
that
ding.
one. No, I was wondering, oh, shit.
I think you're caught
What?
up other than that.
I think I did. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who pitched in tonight. Nick, we got to go for you. I'm worried. Take care of yourself, brother. We really appreciate your assistance. Anyway, Miss Chick. Oh, Lord, that was entertaining. That was good tonight. I enjoyed that.
It was.
Yes. Yeah. Talk some
Yeah.
shit tonight. Yeah.
And I did find out a little bit more information on a couple of things coming up. Of course, the 17th, that's go talk to your Congress people,
Indeed.
right?
Got to
Call, stand at their door, their office door, whatever you got to do, and talk to them about why you want impeachment. Mostly.
That'd be a good subject
Yeah.
to start with.
Yeah.
Let's get,
Yeah.
But
Start
other
there.
subject.
And February 27th through 28th, that's March for Democracy. And geez, I can't remember if that's going to be in Washington or not. I haven't got that information yet. But
The only reason I don't have these
there-
on buttons is my son's pretty caught up on a project he's working on.
that's
Anyway.
good. He's busy.
Yeah.
But there's a March 7th and 8th. That's a weekend also, I do believe. It's an International Women's Day event, but they're calling it Brave Women. Brave Women.
Brave women.
So that will be all
We've got
across.
plenty of them, baby.
Yeah, that's an all across the United States kind of thing. Actually, I'm sorry, the March for Democracy on the 27th, 28th, yeah, that's in Washington. And I think it's going to be where they usually march. I haven't got those details yet. But Brave
sure you'd
Women
be able to
is
find it.
multiple locations across the U.S. And just be brave with us, and show your collective power and refusal to comply, and fight for a free America. That's pretty
That's what we're
much
here
what
for,
that
baby.
message is.
That's your job.
Yeah.
That's our job,
And
to fight for what we have.
I think that's all I've got up to that point.
I appreciate every one of you being in this fight.
I know they're going to
do
do something on May Day also, but that's it.
Pay close attention to your local news, and because there's always, there might be spontaneous things that pop up, or there might be smaller events happening around your place. So stay informed. Like I always say, the best place to look, check with your local Democratic headquarters. They should have a good, feel on what's going on in your area. And yeah. Anyway, boy howdy, been a hell of a week, ain't it? Capped off with Pam Bondi and all that shit. Anyway.
Oh my God, the banshee! I just couldn't listen to the screeching.
I suffered through it. I did a lot of yelling back at the yeah.
Well, there's that part. I yell just as bad at it, and it's like, oh, that's just not.
Every time a Republican got up there, I just went, oh shit, here we go again, pumping the pom poms for Donnie in some fashion. Boy,
oh my God, just so blatant at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway, John, so I specifically picked out some people that like our shit from Canada. I just wanted to send out good vibes and let them know that they're in our hearts while they're hurting and mourning. And we had wonderful people like Wally R. in New Brunswick, Kelly M. in Ontario, Carmel R. in Ontario, Gary B. in Ontario, Sean E. in Alberta, and John B. in Manitoba.
Boy, howdy shit.
They all like our shit.
I love y'all. I love y'all. And I apologize for the shit that Canada is having to go through because of our illustrious Grand Poobah that we have right now, who's made relationships not between the people, but the friction between the countries. So it's unneeded and unwelcome. Need to get rid of this guy. I swear, screws up everything. Anyway, to our family in Canada and around the world, baby, stay with us. This fight ain't over with. We're gonna get rid of his ass eventually, and we'll work on trying to get back to normalizing the world again. But until then, stay in the fight, baby, every damn day. Make sure you're registered. We're ready to vote. If there's an election near you, go to it. I got one coming up. Can't wait to get in there and pull a lever. Well, you don't pull a lever anymore. You kind of, anyway, touch the screen. Anyway, technology is advancing all the time.
I have to draw a dot, John.
Do you have to? You still get to draw a dot?
I still get to draw dots.
No, not me.
Color in the
touch screen all the way through. Just touch. And then it spits out the thing. You check that thing though, because I have, not in this last one, but the prior one, small one. It didn't register the paper right, and I'm glad I caught it.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, keep an eye on that shit. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself. I love you, Miss Chick. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you, Mark, for everything you do out there, brother. And thank this family for everything you do. I appreciate you all. Anyway.
We appreciate you too, John.